this video, the following contents are covered: 8051 registers and 8051 flag bits and PSW register. 8051 registers. Registers are used by the CPU to store information temporarily. The information can be a byte of data to be processed or address which is pointing to the data to be fetched. Majority of the 8051 registers are 8-bit and they are having only one data type. So we have the 8-bit register denoted as shown in the figure. So D0 is the least significant bit and D7 is the most significant bit. There is two types of registers in broader category, that is general purpose registers and special function registers. So the most widely used general purpose registers are accumulator A, which is used for all arithmetic and logic instructions, register B, registers R0 to R7, and data pointer register DPTR, and program counter PC. So out of these general purpose registers, register A, B and the registers R0 to R7, they are 8-bit registers of 8051, whereas the data pointer register and program counter, they are 16-bit registers. 8051 contains 34 general purpose or working registers. Out of these, the two registers A and B, they comprise the mathematical core of the 8051 CPU, whereas the other 32 registers, they are arranged as part of the internal RAM in 4 banks, each bank having 8 registers named as R0 to R7. The accumulator or the A register is the most versatile of the two CPU registers. That is, out of A and B, A is the most versatile register and it is used for many arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, and also logic operations like Boolean bit manipulations. A register, it can be also used for the data transfers between 8051 and any external memory. Whereas the B register, it is used along with A register for multiplication and division operation, but it doesn't have any other function apart from as a location where data may be stored. 8051 contains two 16-bit registers, that is program counter and data pointer. Each of them are used to hold the address of a byte in memory. Program counter points to the address of the next instruction to be executed. So program instruction bytes are fetched from the locations in memory that are addressed by the program counter. And the value of program counter is automatically incremented after every instruction byte is fetched. And the value of program counter can be altered by certain instructions. The program counter is the only register which does not have an internal address. Data pointer register. It is another general purpose register of 16-bit. It is made up of two 8-bit registers named as DPH and DPL, that is data pointer higher byte, data pointer lower byte. Both of them are used to furnish memory addresses for internal and external code access and external data access. DPTR is under the control of program instructions and it can be specified by its 16 name DPTR or by each individual byte name DPH and DPL. DPTR, it doesn't have an internal address, whereas DPH and DPL are assigned an address separately. To know the different general purpose registers, we'll see an example of two instructions. That is, first one is move instruction, MOV. So the syntax is MOV destination comma source. So here the source value is copied to destination, that is value of source is moved to destination. So the instruction will tell the CPU to move the source operand to the destination operand. So let us see an example of code. Move a comma hash 55h. So hash symbol denotes for data value. So move a comma hash 55h will load the value 55h to the accumulator A. That is, it will move the value 55h or copy the value 55h to accumulator A. Next, move R0 comma A. So the content in accumulator is copied to the register R0. Next, move R1 comma A. Again, content in accumulator A is moved to R1, that is copied to R1. Move R2 comma A. Same way, content of A is copied to R2. So in these three instructions, move R0 comma A, move R1 comma A, move R2 comma A, the value in accumulator A is not changing, only it is being copied to the registers R0 to R1, R2. Move R3 comma hash 95h. Again, value 95 is copied to register R3. Then move A comma R3. So now the register R3's content is copied to the accumulator. Next we'll see the add instruction. Add a comma source. This is the syntax for add instruction. So this instruction will add the source operand to the accumulator and the result will be stored in the accumulator itself. So add instruction will tell the CPU to add the source byte to the register A and put the result in register A. The source operand, it can be a register or immediate data, but the destination should be always accumulator. So let us see another code snippet. Move a comma hash 25h. So value 25 is loaded in A, that is copied to A. Then move R2 comma hash 34. Value 34 is moved to R2. Add a comma R2. Content in R2 is added to A and stored in A. So add a comma R2. It is in mathematical way of writing, it is A equal to A plus R2. Similar code can be also written as move a comma hash 25h, that is loading the value 25 to A. Then add a comma hash 34h. So now 34 is added to A and the result is stored in A. Next is 8051 flag bits and PSW register. The 8051 has a flag register to indicate the arithmetic condition such as the carry bit. This flag register, it is also called as program status word PSW register. It is an 8-bit register. The table shows the PSW register. So the bits of PSW register. We have the carry flag, auxiliary carry flag, register bank selector bit 1, register bank selector bit 0, overflow flag, parity flag. So PSW5 and PSW1, they are unused bits, they are user definable, whereas the other 6 flags are used bits. So parity flag, the PSW0, it is set or cleared by the hardware to indicate odd or even number of 1 bits in the accumulator. So carry flag, it is set when there is carry generated from the D7 bit, and auxiliary carry flag is set when there is carry generated from D3 to D4. RS1 and RS0, the register bank selector, it is used to select among the 4 banks based on the combination of register bank selector bit 1 and bit 0, RS1 and RS0. Next, overflow flag. It is set whenever the result of signed number operation is too large, which will cause the high order bit to overflow into the sign bit. And the PSW5 and PSW1, the unused bits, they can be used for general purpose. It can be defined for general purpose use. So the four conditional flags which indicate the condition which has resulted after an instruction was executed, they are carry flag, auxiliary carry flag, parity and overflow flag. Whereas the PSW3 and PSW4 are designed to change the bank, that is RS0 and RS1.